Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1034, and today's lecture is on blending of the perfumes, that is known as a perfume accord. So we'll be discussing perfume accord, then the notes and the difference in accord and notes. This I call it chapter or trick or technique of perfumery or perfume industry is very important because it gives or it allows the perfumers to create unique or new type of fragrance. So once I say perfume accord, it is actually blending of more than one perfume, or sometimes blending of 3, 4, 5, it can go up to 6 perfumes, and to get the unique type of resonating hybrid fragrance. And why the according is done, why we are making the perfume accord? The reason is that most of these perfumes which are single, they have dull notes, they have dull fragrance. So once with calculated ratio some other components are added, then it will be having some unique perfume, unique pleasant smelling. And that's why it is very important. But here in perfume industry, it is little bit complicated. It requires experience and research. It's not anybody can blend anyone and they can get the good quality, resonating and very, very good perfume. No, it requires lot of research. Sometimes if you have one base, maybe sandalwood oil, and you are blending with jasmine, so if anyone which is having top notes, means dominant character, will suppress the other one, rather than getting the resonating one so that we get the unique one, the both are useless now. It becomes dull. So it is a total loss. So that's why the perfume accord, means blending in different ratio, has to be very carefully done, and we have to understand the very specific ratio or parts. Maybe for example, if you want to make the accord of jasmine and rose, for example I am giving, so jasmine oil and rose oil. So we have to see which one is having top notes, means more denser, jasmine or rose. So rose, if suppose it is having top note, so we may put 2 part of the rose and 8 part of the jasmine, or we can say 2 drop of the rose and 8 drop of the jasmine, so that the hybrid resonating fragrance will be ready, and that ratio will be flexible, but the 2:4 should be maintained, and quantity we can increase. And it is in the same way. Let me give you one example. How? If suppose you have Fanta bottle and one is Coke, and you mix. So you have mixed these two. So now you are having in this beaker 50% Fanta and 50% Coke. So if suppose you are mixing, blending Fanta and Coke and both are 50-50%, if I am asking the question, what will be the fragrance or taste of this blend? You cannot say it is 100% Coke, and at the same time you cannot say that it is 100% Fanta. But if you will smell or if you taste, you will say that yeah, it is having some smell or some taste of Coke and some taste of Fanta. So in the same way, suppose you are putting 2 drop, in beaker, you are putting jasmine and rose. If these two are blended, where you are making the accord, and where rose is your 2 part and it is your 4 part, 2:4 or 1:2. So the ratio is 1:2. So once these two are blended, that you have taken 20 ml of rose and 40 ml of jasmine, it is blended. Now you have the accord. It's called accord in the perfume industry. And the word accord actually blending of music. It came from music accord, how to have the good musical accord. Then for perfumery it has come. So accord means that is how to improve the done by mixing different ingredients of fragrance so that you can get resulting one. That is the meaning of accord. Now the notes, they are different from accord, means that there are 3 type of notes, I can say. One is called top note, the other one is called heart note, and the third one is called base. So top note means that will be having dominant fragrance. For example, if I am saying that it has citrus top note, it means that perfume top note is citrus, means it has dominant fragrance of citrus, but others are blended accord. So that and note means in the same way, like if suppose any perfume is applied to anybody, so the first order of pleasant smell they will get is from the first note, and your first note is what? Citrus. If I say citrus, means it is orange and lemon, widely used. And then if suppose it is this woody note, if in the case of woody note means I am putting the ratio of sandalwood oil. So first fragrance, first top note you will get, that is sandalwood oil, woody smell. And then after some time, top note will disappear. This is the chemistry behind the perfume, fragrance. And then the second one will come, that is called heart notes. That is, one is top notes, then heart notes, and then base. So these 3 components are there in the case of notes. And once it will disappear after some time, that is top notes. And perfumes are recognized on the basis of top notes, because first impression, oh, it's a very good sandalwood, it is very good mousse, it is very good jasmine. But that note will not stay for long. After some time, it will disappear. Then it will come to heart note. That is, the heart means it goes inside heart. It will stay, and it is a stable, pleasant fragrance, whatever is added from 7 or 8 different fragrance chemicals. And then when these two will disappear, then finally that is called base. And then base can be citrus, can be woody, can be spicy. So this is how we are making different type of accords. And after giving the write-up for all these, then only I will deliver 1-2 lecture more with this your perfumery. All the industrial trick will be over. I will just show you some example how to make some international different type of accords which are very, very costly in the market. So here we are discussing the perfume accord. So here perfume accord, it is the art of blending. I have already told you all these things, but I am just giving you in writing. The art of blending in perfumery industries. The accord is the pooling of different fragrance, raw materials, balanced and harmonized to create a unique scent, that perfume. Actually, it is blending of several fragrance raw materials in order to create a unique type of fragrance. That is called perfume accord. And the accord is made up of a maximum of 6 to 10 different components. Difference in accord and notes. The word accord represents two elements that combine to make a third one. It is unique blending of fragrance, and the word accord also indicates that the mixtures are comprised of the minimum of materials that are blended to create a single greater resonating effect of perfume. So when we are going for perfume accord, we have to be careful that it can go up to 6 to 10, but it is better to have the blending of two, where you can understand that which one is having top note, and we can have different ratio. That is the beauty of perfume industry, modern perfume industry, how to make the accord. And that's why the French spray, they are expert in perfume accord. Very carefully they do the research, and that one I will be discussing next time, that is how to develop the accord. That is little bit complicated area. To develop the accord after mixing these 2-3 different fragrance, and then we will be leaving it at least for 1 week, 2 weeks, even 1 month, 40 days, so that its development or its reaction is completed, and we can get the new type or unique type of fragrance. So the development of accord is another industrial trick, I call it, trick or technique in perfumery industry. So it's indicated that the mixtures are comprised of the minimum of the materials, and that are blended to create a single greater resonating effect of perfume. This is the process of developing and creating perfumes. So the developing and creating perfume, that I will be discussing in detail in the next lecture. In fact, they usually contain 1 or 2% of the total formula of the perfume. Accord are the key to the transformation of dull fragrance. Why we are doing accord of the perfume? Because most of the single components of perfumery, scent, odor, they are dull. So just to enhance, to make it resonating, make it very, very attractive for the people, sharp notes, sharp fragrance, we are doing accord, means different ratio are prepared just to overcome the dull odor of fragrance of the perfume to a superior fragrance, and each accord represents a specific perfume family. Each record, because top note will be sandalwood, so that will belong to the perfume of sandalwood, but that accord will give, if you get that perfume with the accord of sandalwood oil, it will, and with rose or with jasmine, it will give the fragrance of sometime resonating fragrance of woody, sometimes fragrance of rose, sometimes the fragrance of jasmine. So that is called accord. Accord is not only single fragrance, it is the hybrid of the smells. Sometimes you will feel woody, sometimes you will feel rosy, sometimes you will feel jasmine fragrance. That is the beauty of the accord. Presents in the family, some of the common accord families include sweet fragrance, citrus family, balsamic family, cherry family, cool family, earthy family, spicy family, woody family, oriental family, and melon. So these are all different type of, we call it accord families, and according to that, all perfumery manufacturers globally, they are displaying and they are making billions of dollar profit. So here, with this I will stop, and in the next lecture, I am going to discuss in detail about the development of accord and how we can create unique, resonating fragrance, and I will give some few examples. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.